My name is Hurd. I'm originally from Massachusetts and home of the Patriots. And I've worked as an electrician for 53 years of my life. When I worked out of town in 2010, I went to work for a company called MC Dean, probably in the top 6 electrical outfits in the country, and working on a medical pavilion for Duke University Hospital. It was there that we had upwards of 1,000 people working there, and there was not enough parking for all the vehicles, for 1,000 cars. So they would have us park what they called off-site, and they would load us onto buses, bring us to the job. At the end of the day, they would load us back on the buses, take us back to our vehicles. Well, it was a warm day, summer day. I had my tools, and not my tools, but my lunch pail, and was sitting under a tree. The bus had been too full, so they had to wait for a second bus. So I was sitting under a tree, and I had my keys stuck in the top of my pocket, my jeans. And when the other bus came, we all jumped up. Of course, the people that were left jumped on the bus, and off we went. We drove, I guess, about 5 miles to the off-site parking place. When I got there, I got off the bus, was walking to my truck, and I reached for my keys, and they were gone. So I thought, well, I left them on the bus, and they were still offloading people. So I got back on the bus, looked under the seat, in the seat, across the aisle, just looked everywhere in the bus. Back of the bus, I wasn't even there. Couldn't find the keys. When I got off, I walked back. I thought, well, it fell in the gravel somewhere. So I was checking the gravels and looking for my keys. Didn't have them. Looked at my lunch pail, thought maybe I stuck them in there. It wasn't there. My keys were gone. So I started to pray and got back on the bus again, looked again, and was still praying. So when I got off the bus drove off, and there I was. Everybody had left. I was there all alone. I thought, well, I need to get a ride back to the job, see if I can find my keys. So while I was doing this, thinking and praying, this red car pulled up, and a man pulled up, and he said to me, have you lost something? And I said, yes, I've lost my keys. And he held them out the window, and he says, are these your keys here? And I said, why, yes, it is. Now, I never saw this fellow again when he left. Nobody ever came up to me after work the next day and said, hey, you lost your keys, but so-and-so brought your keys to you. Never heard nothing about it, just that communication between me and that fellow or whoever it was. So that's my prayer story, an answer to prayer.